Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of the MoDown. I'm Megan O'Keefe, also known as Mo, and I'm super excited to have you guys all here joining us for our very first episode of AU's newest all-sports talk show. And today we're super lucky to have our first guest, our very own athletic director, Dr. Billy Walker. Thank you so much for joining us.
Mo, I'm happy to be here, that's for sure.
Thanks for being my guinea pig on this first episode.
Awesome.
I know, we needed somebody to do it.
I'm psyched.
Why not you? Okay, so first of all, what do you think about the title, the MoDown?
Oh, the MoDown. Like I said, it's got a high cheese factor.
It's cheesy enough?
Yeah, I like it.
Our
though.
Wisconsin
I like it.
guy?
Exactly. It's good.
Okay,
it's good.
Perfect. Okay.
It's awesome, actually.
It's important that you like it because you obviously are our first guest. But anyway, so like we said, you grew up in Wisconsin.
I did.
And you wrestled at the Air Force Academy. You graduated in 1983. And then you went on to get your doctorate in physical education and sports administration, which I'm sure came in handy as you were also the deputy AD at the Air Force Academy. Not to mention all of your service in the military, which I thank you for as a military brat myself. And I have to mention, as a daughter of a helicopter pilot, this is key, 3,000 hours of flight time.
Yes.
Pretty impressive.
Roughly, yeah.
Roughly, okay. We'll round up.
Yeah.
We're rounding up. Okay, cool. And then you're also on the NCAA D1 wrestling committee,
yes,
which is very impressive. And then you were nominated and inducted into the Wrestling Hall of Fame in the Colorado chapter for the class of 2016. What was that like?
No, that was cool. I got to admit. I was very honored and thrilled. I had a lot of guys I wrestled with, guys that I coached when I was coaching, and my old coach, who actually is the one that nominated me, and some of my family went back. It was in Colorado, and obviously, it was a blast.
You guys still do any more takedowns?
No. Yeah, that's what's different about wrestling. When my buddies come over, we don't go in the basement and shoot takedowns. No, we don't do that. It's not like golfers or anything. But
I'm sure you still got some moves. I'm sure.
I don't know about that.
So you were appointed as the AD of AU April 2013, which was just a month before I graduated high school.
Yeah.
So technically, you came to this school around the same time as my class did, and
yes,
now, as the class of 2017, we're about to graduate. So what's it been like kind of being here? This is now your fourth year. You watch these rookie freshmen come in as little babies, and now this is the grade that's the leaders, the captains, and about to graduate into the real world.
It's really, really neat because, like I said, you guys will always be a special class for me because we got here at the same time. And seeing how your class, everybody has matured, and like you said, come from being freshmen where you're, wide-eyed and just trying to get through, especially fall sports when you're in it right away, to now being leaders not only on your teams but in our department and at our institution, university-wide. That's really rewarding to me to see, that maturity process through all of you. It's great. It's great.
I mean, do you have any
advice
for them going into the real world? I'm listening all ears.
No,
we got it.
You're good. You're good.
Confidence. All right. You guys heard it. We're good.
Absolutely.
No worries.
Oh, yeah.
So, throughout these 4 years, do you have any most memorable moments? I mean, I know out here on the court we've had several big events for our basketball teams.
No, I mean, I think the first year here, field hockey won the first Patriot League championship while I was here, and then a couple weeks later, volleyball did it, and right away, and then. And went to the Sweet 16 that year. That was really neat. Men's basketball with brand new coach, picked to finish 9th in the Big Ten that year, our first year here. And Mike's first,
you hired him.
He won it, his first year and got Coach of the Year. And then the very next year, Coach Jebbia, as brand new head coach, took us to the NCAAs in women's basketball for the first time ever. That was a neat thing. So yeah, we've had all kinds of. I know I'm missing some, but all kinds of really neat. Accomplishments as a department, so it's been exciting.
Talking about those basketball coaches, what was that as like your first homework assignment? You're hired as the AD of AU, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, hire 2 new basketball coaches.
Yeah, no, it was obviously a little stressful, but I like that because I think that as an athletic director, that's the thing that you have the biggest impact across, the widest range is your hiring of coaches because, hopefully they're going to stay here for a long time and they're going to impact hundreds of young men and women, and as you can see by some of the coaches that we have that have been here for a long time, how many young people that they've impacted that aren't even young people anymore.
Yeah.
They've gone on and raised families, and they come back and owe so much to their coaches. So that I take that responsibility very, very seriously. Hiring coaches, and I'm really rewarded by that job. We lucked into a few so far.
Yeah,
so we're very,
absolutely.
very happy with with them.
Okay, so taking off your athletic director hat and now talking a little bit about your position on the NCAA wrestling committee for Division I. Can you talk to us about what that selection process is like?
Yeah, it's long and involved, but it's very rewarding and fun also. So there's 10 weight classes in NCAA wrestling, and at the Division I tournament, there are 33 person brackets. So there's one pigtail that comes in at a 32-man bracket. So there's a certain amount of automatic qualifiers, and that's based on criteria throughout the year. They have what's called a gold standard, and a silver standard, and a bronze standard. And if you've reached your a silver standard based on RPI, win-loss percentage, opponents win-loss percent, it's a big formula. If you've reached that silver standard, then silver or gold, you earn a qualifier for your tournament. You don't earn it for yourself, but for your qualifying tournament. So that way, say we go to the EIWA tournament from Americans. So say in our tournament, our 125-pounder earns it, and Bucknell's 125-pounder earns it, and then Harvard's 125-pounder earns it. So now there's 3 from our tournament that get automatic, the top 3 places. It doesn't have to be any of those 3, but whoever finishes in the top 3 will go. So those are all put in there, and then after that, however much is left in the bracket to fill it out to the 33 people, that's when the committee starts.
So you're not doing this all on your own.
No,
you got a crew.
Yeah, that's when the committee
crew.
starts doing the grunt work like you do for basketball or anybody else, and start comparing head-to-heads, and we have a whole criteria of what we go through, and that's when it gets difficult. That 16 through 33, it gets hard, and then we seed the top 16. So then once they're all the field is set, then we have to go in and seed them all too for all 10 weight classes. So it's a long process, but it's fun.
I'm sure, to get to be a part of selecting those athletes and putting them in such a cool high pedestal there. So, all right, taking off that hat and now going back to a little bit of your military service and into your military career. Like I said, as a daughter of a helicopter pilot, I've heard some crazy stories about you helicopter pilots. But do you have anything that's most memorable when you look back?
For flying or just in the military?
You choose.
Well, I'd say we have some crazy stories. But, I think
for the camera.
No. I think the most interesting. It wasn't the most dangerous or anything like that, but most interesting. That was kind of that I know people are interested. Think it's funny is that I had a hawk come through my windscreen one time out in Wyoming, so that busted through and got some blood and guts on my helmet. No, it was a 3.5 to 5 pound Swainson hawk, because we took it to the Department of Natural Resources guy right there, and he was able to tell us how big it was. But it looked a lot. I'll tell you when it got really big really fast. But that was an interesting story at the time. But my biggest experience, I think, from being in the military is just the people. It's amazing the dedication and the selflessness of, and from your dad, with people that you get to work with every day. So, as a commander, I had I was fortunate to have a lot of different people working under me, and they did unbelievable jobs and made great sacrifices for themselves, their families. Missing births of their child, missing holidays, being deployed, coming right off of maternity leave and having to go deploy. For all just the sacrifices that the people in the military make are unbelievable.
Yeah, my dad always says he has brothers and sisters for life.
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
One big family. So
absolutely.
I'm sure, all those lessons that you learned in the military, how has that helped you with this job now and your new team?
Sure. Oh no, it's the same. People here are fantastic. The as you know, the students out here and you all have a really hardcore commitment to service and are going to go on and do fantastic things with your lives out of here. So I'm glad to be a part of that, and hopefully can help provide resources and mentoring along the way while you're here.
Cool. All right. Well, now on to the fun part. That was fun hearing all about your helicopter stories. But moving on, you're going to be taking a seat in the hotter seat.
Okay.
If you don't mind.
Okay.
Moving around. So since you were in the NCAA, or you are in the NCAA selection committee, and you deal a lot with brackets, I'm sure, we have set up a bracket for you where we will find out Dr. Walker's most favorite thing. I know we have some interesting matchups here. So we'll start off simple. We got your H1, your helicopter you spent most time in.
Yeah, I spent.
What do you say, about 3,000 hours
roughly
or so?
in that, yeah.
And then that's up against McDonald's Coke. I heard you
Yeah,
walk
that's
into
bad.
the office.
Oh, okay.
And we got McDonald's Coke, where I heard that's pretty frequently in hand, if not a hot chocolate.
Yeah. So that's, but that's bad. I shouldn't be drinking Coke like that. So, so I got to go with the Huey, the H1. Yeah.
We're going with Huey.
Yeah.
All right, H1's in there. All right, next up we got drumming. We catch you sometimes up in the AU pep band drumming for us or listening to 70s music.
I'm a huge music freak, and I listen all the time.
So
but
there's no wrong answer.
But without the music, but I do enjoy the drumming probably. So because you get to do
Such
that
a
less
thrill.
often. So I like when I go home and
Oh,
do
you didn't even
gigs
answer.
with my brother. So drumming, yeah.
Drumming's in there. All right, drumming's in. Drums. All right, next up, wrestling. It can be actual wrestling or watching wrestling or chicken enchiladas.
Yeah. Well, those are not really
They're
compatible.
not related, no.
When you're cutting weight, that's chicken enchiladas.
We didn't think through that.
And wrestling has never been fun. When people say they're not having fun anymore when they quit wrestling, you always wonder like, what's?
Yeah.
So chicken enchiladas.
We're going with the chicken.
Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna
my
abbreviate
favorite.
that. I don't know if I can trust myself to spell enchiladas again. All right, Friday night fish fries versus softball. Can you explain what these Friday night fish fries? Where
Yeah,
that came
so that's
from?
a big Wisconsin thing. Midwest it's overall, but Wisconsin it's huge, and every bowling alley and restaurant and even some like gas stations and stuff have Friday night fish fry. So
versus softball.
That's Wisconsin, but softball, yeah, I've been playing my whole life, and I love that. I played a lot. So
So
they
we're
kind of
going
the same
over.
thing. You play softball, go to a Friday night fish fry, but I'll go with softball.
All right, what if we had put Friday night fish fries versus chicken enchiladas?
Chicken enchiladas,
Still going with enchiladas. All right, putting softball in here.
maybe.
Really good handwriting. Okay, we're moving over here.
Tough bracket.
Yeah, okay, this is the hard side. Oh, that was the hard side.
Well,
We'll
yeah.
give you an easier try here. Okay, the Avalanche or cheese?
Wow. So
Struggling.
the Avalanche is my favorite NHL team, and I'm a hardcore Avalanche fan. But I do put cheese on everything. I am from Wisconsin. But I have chicken enchiladas. That's got a lot of cheese on it over here.
Okay, so you got your
I think I'll
cheese.
go with the Avalanche. Which,
We're going with the
yeah,
Avs.
that's kind of an upset right there.
Oh, shocker. Okay, NFL football or college football?
Wow. Well, I
those
live
are
and die with
doozies.
the Broncos probably more than any in particular college team, but I'm a hardcore Air Force fan, obviously, and Northwestern. I'm a big Northwestern fan, so I can say that because we don't have football. And overall, though, I like
Football,
college.
we got-
Yeah, that's true. Overall, I like college football more than the NFL.
Okay.
So I'll say college football.
That's another surprise.
Yeah.
Okay, we put Army and Navy together. These are going to be the hard ones. Versus Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah. So I see that this whole sub bracket here
Notice the
is
theme.
things I don't necessarily like.
You got to add those in at some point. You got to make it
Yeah, right.
hard.
Obviously, as an Avalanche fan, for those of you in the 90s and the early 2000s, you may remember that was a bitter rivalry. So you cannot like the Red Wings if you're an Avalanche fan. So I have to go with Army
You're
Navy.
going with a PL rival up in here. All right.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it here, folks. Amy. That's
Doesn't
not
mean
how
they're
you
going
spell
any further, but
it. Yeah. Okay. They're in there now. All right, last ones. Coffee versus cotton candy.
never had either.
Why haven't
Don't
you
know.
had why haven't you had cotton
Don't-
candy?
I will tell you this. You want to hear the story?
Please, I would love
So when
to.
I was a little kid, like kindergarten, I was at the carnival in my town, Heartland, a little town. We had a traveling carnival. It came 4th of July. And my oldest brother took me down there, and it started raining.
Oh, no.
And there was a little girl like my age standing there crying because she's holding cotton candy. It was all melting down her wrist.
That's tragic.
And ever since then, I thought, I'm never having that. So I've never had cotton candy. And I've
Scarred
never
for
had
life.
not even a sip of coffee. So
How are you gonna pick? That's kind of a scary experience. This one's
all
more
right,
of
I guess I've had like mocha.
you've smelled it.
Yeah. All right, I'll go with, I
Okay,
guess
we're going-
coffee.
We're going coffee.
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know.
Coffee's in there for no reason whatsoever.
Exactly.
Okay.
You guys did
Well-
your homework to know that.
Before we move on, I did bring you a gift since before we asked about the coffee thing. This is hot chocolate. I promise.
I don't
One of our
trust ya.
camera. Oh, come on.
Is it coffee?
Take a sip. One of our camera gals.
All right.
Brought
It
us-
smells like hot chocolate. So now you're going to
It's-
say I've had a
It's fully
sip.
hot chocolate. We gave you a gift.
It is.
Yeah, trust us.
Thank you.
We're a trustworthy
Thank
crowd
you.
here.
My
Okay.
daughter tries tricking me all the time with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Next round. Now we got the H1 versus drumming.
I'll go with drums.
Drums.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. See ya. See ya, Huey.
Flying is a blast. Was a blast, but there's no doubt. But drumming's fun too.
I feel like they both give you a different type of
Yeah.
thrill. Okay. Then we got the chicken enchiladas
Man.
versus softball.
I'll go with chicken enchiladas.
They're moving on.
You like? All right.
Moving
we
on.
got everybody over here happy with it's the
Everyone's
dark
like,
horse.
no, bets are being lost already. Okay. We got the Avalanche
And
versus college football.
I'll go with the Avs.
Okay. All right. And then Army and Navy.
I'll go with
coffee.
Army and Navy over coffee because
Oh
I don't know.
gosh.
I can't have something get into the semis that I don't even know. what
They're
it is.
moving on. They're okay. Wow, this is getting close. Chicken enchiladas versus drumming.
Chicken enchiladas.
Wow, here we go. They're in the finals. We know what to get you for lunch. All right, Avalanche versus Army Navy. Okay. What do you want me to write?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really? What? Okay, I'm shocked. Now it's the moment of truth. What
Okay.
is Dr. Walker's favorite
these-
thing?
I can specify my wife's chicken enchiladas. She like
Oh.
not just any run of the mill
Yeah,
chicken
give her a
enchiladas.
shout out.
All right,
Give her a
I'm
shout
going with
out.
chicken enchiladas then.
Dr. Walker's
There
wife's
you go.
chicken enchiladas made it. Okay, I'm just gonna put chicken. Perfect.
Wow, so that's my favorite thing in the
Favorite-
world.
you learn something new
I
every
would not
day.
have known that. You taught
Looking
me
at this
that.
whole list.
You taught me that myself.
Who'd have
Perfect.
thought? All right, cool.
Excellent.
Well, now you know. Beautiful. Time to go home. Your work here's done. All right, guys. Lots of fun here. Thank you so much for joining me on
Mo,
my show
thank
today.
you.
Can't wait for
The
the next
MoDown.
one. The MoDown. Dr. Walker likes it.
I like
We're
it.
keeping it that way. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on our very first episode of the MoDown. Tune in next time.